Sarajevo, June 28, 1914. A single bullet tears through the air, striking Archduke Franz Ferdinand. Most textbooks tell you this assassination ignited the First World War. But that's not the whole truth, it's a dangerous oversimplification. The real reason Europe plunged into unimaginable devastation lies in a labyrinth of hidden forces, tension simmering for decades, just waiting for a spark. For powerful currents, militarism, alliances, imperialism, and nationalism dragged the continent towards conflict. Each one pulled with immense, undeniable force. These were the true architects of the coming storm. Across Europe, nations engaged in a relentless arms race. Germany, under Kaiser Wilhelm II, epitomized this drive, building a formidable navy to challenge Britain's supremacy. The world was arming itself to the teeth, but for what ultimate purpose? Fear bred intricate alliances, promising protection but guaranteeing wider conflict. The Triple Entente squared off against the Triple Alliance, a delicate house of cards. One falling domino would send the rest crashing down. Imperial competition fueled these tensions. Great powers carved up the world, battling for colonies, resources, and prestige far beyond European borders. Every new acquisition heightened rivalry and resentment. Then there was nationalism, a potent, often destructive force. People believed fervently in their nation's superiority and unique destiny, leading to intense ethnic and territorial disputes. The Balkan region, a mosaic of peoples, was especially volatile. This powder kegger of the Balkans was where Archduke Franz Ferdinand, heir to the Austro-Hungarian throne, decided to visit. It was a diplomatic visit, a show of imperial strength. But it was also a reckless gamble. Gavrilo Princip, a Serbian nationalist, waited in the crowd. His bullet struck not just a man, but the fragile peace of Europe. This assassination was not the cause, however, it was merely the spark that finally ignited the waiting tinder. Austria-Hungary, backed by Kaiser Wilhelm's Germany with a blank check of unconditional support, issued a harsh ultimatum to Serbia. They demanded concessions Serbia could never fully meet. The clock was ticking, furiously. Serbia's partial refusal triggered a cascade. Russia, Serbia's ally, mobilized its vast army. Germany, fearing a two-front war, activated its long-planned Schlieffen Plan. A diplomatic crisis had become a military juggernaut. The Schlieffen Plan dictated a swift invasion of neutral Belgium to outflank France. Germany's armies poured across the border, a brutal violation of international law. The world watched, horrified, as neutrality shattered. Britain, bound by treaty to Belgium, could not stand idly by. On August 4, 1914, Britain declared war on Germany. The great powers of Europe were now officially at each other's throats. The Great Wars had truly begun. Millions of men, enough to fill Wembley Stadium over 6 times, marched enthusiastically to battle. They believed it would be over by Christmas. They couldn't have been more tragically wrong. The world was about to change forever. Woodrow Wilson, far across the Atlantic, initially declared American neutrality. But Europe's cataclysmic conflict would eventually drag even the United States into its unforgiving grip. No nation would escape its reach. So why does the myth of the single bullet persist? It's simpler, easier to grasp than complex geopolitics. It assigns blame, provides a clear beginning. But true history is rarely so neat, and never so simple. If you want to understand the true stories behind history's greatest moments, make sure to subscribe to Before the Fall for more.